Kai'Sa and Nautilus, so she can't really go that AP poking build. So it's going to be really heavily enforced here. You have poking disengage come from Navi, full engage come from shifters. More beneficial for Rooster if he went for something more spicy that could have stumped lane and shown more his laning prowess, as we got some fighting here in the jungle.
Rhilech doing a whole lot of hitting the rock, not a whole lot of damaging the rock. Well, now Paduck has been caught by the Winter's Bite. We're going to shift our attention to the top side because it's Nuke ready to go. Level 6 there for Boukada. Wandering in. Nuke waiting in the darkness. He wanted the euros. He wanted to print the money, but it's going to cost him his life. Flashback from Nuke. Poby forced to ultimate, but Nuke wants to keep going, and he's going to get the flash as well. Wow. Excellent play. Excellent bait.
Yeah. The bot lane has a 400 gold lead. It's going to be the first Drake going over to shifters. So they're getting the first objectives here with 2 grubs and the Mountain Dragon. That feels, looks like Navi wants to maybe back off as Parus is getting here, but Boukada gets the blue buff. Will he ulti in?
Now, ulti in, but he's only going to connect on to Parus. Definitely not ideal. Parus backing away, uses the heal. Rooster now unstoppable. Q3 again connecting on Parus as the ulti comes through, pulls him back. Parus is going to get sacrificed. Maynter should just hop over the wall. So blue buff secured by shifters, and they grab the exit kill as from the 2 grubs, the Drake, and the Herald now. Going to be match released by 1 from the side of Navi, but Navi just going to be getting a lot more in terms of structure damage, a lot more in terms of the 400, 500 CS win condition, whatever it is. There's more. There weren't plates when that was made up,
true.
So maybe it's less.
But
CS
now you have
than
an
it used to
extra
be.
item. Ooh, Poby might be in trouble.
Ulti is going to connect Poby on the pushback. Not quite enough, and he gets hit by the follow-up. Poby, close your eyes.
Really going to be Nuke versus Samdi in the DPS department for both teams here.
But I think one of the things that felt like it was lacking from shifters in the past was how well Boukada was coordinating in some of these moments with the team. But we've seen the same play that they've tried multiple times now, sometimes working, sometimes not, as the bot is... Mid lane tower to me is going to fall. Now Trymbi caught out, taken down. Boukada no ulti means there's no follow-up or return play here from Navi. They're going to need a few more plays in the old playbook here. Actually, I take it back. Same play. Run it back. One more time, boys. There it is. It never fails. Miasma locked down. This time Poby closed his eyes, but there was too much damage. Nuke now on a rampage. Why was I critical? Clearly, you just keep playing to side lane angles, and now Navi going to grab their second Drake of the game. And the Jayce poke comp with a potential Infernal Soul is a terrifying prospect as Boukada's forced to ult out.
And Navi are playing to their win cons. They're just...
Wait, Poby's only got 2.5, and he's split pushing.
Well,
they're just going to concede it.
the Drake.
They're going to concede it. We are...
I mean, that's the thing, right? When you're playing this poke comp,
potential future plays. But the stakes were already sky high. We are waiting for one single fight. Supports have attacked each other. Boukada's over the wall. Parus flashing, he's down. The follow-up ulti is there, but Samdi is still alive. I almost called him Hans Samdi. No more Hans, but he's still looking damn handsome in the back line. It's Poby with the shift. Maynter running in from the side. Throwing down the boomerang. The mosquito's coming alive. He's sucking all the blood out of the shifters lineup. They're getting absolutely obliterated. The Sivir is online, and it's all gone to shit for the shifters. The triple, the quadra. Samdi is a demon.
the fight came and Navi did not disappoint as Samdi ran them down.
I want to see what happens if Rooster can get close to Samdi, because I mean, Randuin's is a really messed up item, and starting Baron is a really good way to get the enemy team close to you. That said, Maynter is Mega Gnar. Their only really big, reliable piece of CC right here.
They're doing this fast. Rhilech is not in the pit. He does not flash.
Rhilech is in the pitch, and that means they can't get anything. They get the Baron, they're ready to make their way out. Samdi is now ulted. Maynter goes in and gets 4. 3 into the wall. The follow-up is there from Rooster, but he's forced to ult. Maynter not an ideal target, and Samdi is still living. The ulti goes in. Samdi slow. Samdi has to live. Samdi is living. He refuses to die. The Baron goes to the side of shifters, but it's Navi who take the fight.
Samdi is there.
Because last week, we remember the Humanoid game, the Vitality game, they really were playing on, it felt like one lane, as now the follow-up fight is there. Rhilech,
he's dead.
Sticking around for the crab, just a bit greedy. Of course, we're not close to any major objectives.
Soul and Nash is going to spawn. Probably not worth, honestly. Maybe they get scared to both though.
Well, now they're going to ult immediately in again onto Parus, but they don't have any of their damage dealers in the midst of the fight, so
Boukada,
they
you have
just
no
pickle
flash!
him. Oh no! Boukada gone. Maynter manages to find Nuke. The wallop is there. They body blocked and concussive blows, but Samdi's ulted, and now Navi are on the hunt. Nuke needs a perfect ult, and he's found it. Paduck immediately into the backside. He's trying to kill the Sivir, and he manages to take him down. It's a miracle for shifters, but they don't have enough left in the tank to finish the fight. Rooster trying to TP away. He's stunned. He's locked up. Paduck will die. They spent it all to kill Samdi, and they found their man, but it might just cost them the game.
And the first with the ace, Navi are looking to end the game.
That they are. Impressive bounce back from Navi today. Maynter on the Gnar. Didn't need the Ksante to find an advantage here, and Samdi making the most of this Sivir pick, tearing across that single team fight in the mid lane to try and turn the game. Boukada going in with a bit of extra damage, trying to clear the wave as well. Looks like Rhilech might die.
No way!
Throws! Oh, it's LEC! It's never over when you think it's over! Poby continuing to fight Trymbi, 1v1. Now we'll get hooked and will most likely die. Definitely will die, but eventually kills. No, yes, does kill Trymbi!
Oh my god. Last time comfortable dropping it, and they're running straight to the Nash. And I think Shifters have to drop the Nash.
Fair enough. Luxury of being at soul point is you don't mind if enemy takes with Drake. You highlighted it well, so Navi don't get to pick which of the two objectives they secure. Away from Parus. Top wave tower gonna fall, just Maynter ushering in that wave. Shifters know that essentially it's win or lose on the next set of ultis as Rooster goes all in onto Maynter. This is exactly what Paduck now going to follow. Maynter likely to fall, but is able to flash away, and that's gonna be big because it opens up the bottom side for the rest of Navi. Shifters thought they had the angle, but they spent a ton of resources to walk away empty-handed as we see Maynter TP back to the mid lane. One final fight without the ulti, without the flash of Rooster.
Maynter will just hit this top inhib here. As Navi are continuing to try to look to poke out Shifters. They're gonna get the triple inhib. As long as Shifters don't get a crucial engage here, it should be GG.
On the hunt there. Navi ready for more. Navi doing a really good job of just letting their minions do the work. Slow and steady. Waiting on Boukada's ulti. The tower is fading. If they overcommit, they could fall. Pushback from Rooster is there. Maynter hops out. Ulti there. Boukada able to find Poby. Instant fall from Nuke. Poby is just going to fall. But no, he manages to live for an extra second. And they immediately delete Nuke in exchange. That's probably just the game. But Paduck is still alive. Samdi just wants to hit the Nexus. He wants to hit the objective. Paduck still living for far too long. He's managed to step back into the fountain. But Samdi is still alive. And that's all that they need. Navi. Close spot in the final moments, but they knock down the base. They take their 5th win.
And Shifters can't kill Samdi, so Samdi kills your Nexus. What a fantastic game from Samdi here. Just an absolute menace in the team fights, a great laning phase, and just domination from start to finish.
That it was. You can vote for your player of the game on X at LEC, Maynter, Samdi, or Parus. All solid options. We see some fist bumps here. Frustrating game for Shifters. We saw what their comp wanted.